center, standing 6'11", number 6, DeAndre Jordan. Starting at the other guard, standing 6 foot.
Allison.
Hey, Kevin. What?
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Anthony in at the 4 slot. And for the Nets, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving in at the point. Now here's Durant. And finished off by KD.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And here is Irving. Pass to KD. From 15 feet away, and the jumper is good. KD's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Now here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And the offense, I mean, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Irving with it. Harris outside. Right side, Jordan. Back to Harris. 5 to shoot. Irving kicks to Brown. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. The baseline J off the mark. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here is Irving. Brown finds Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Harden. Dinwiddie outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Good, nice job down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie with the steal. Out in his own on the break. And here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Now here's McCollum. Shot from the top of the key. Count it. Good.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick and roll option.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Griffin down low. Defended by Covington. Griffin's shot is off.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Jones. Pass to Simons. Outside Covington. To the inside. Griffin with the steal. McCollum against Harden.
And, you know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Nets lead by 1. The second quarter. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile. Total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Brooklyn?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Green, who's out there with Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Griffin's checked in for Kevin Durant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
McCollum against Dinwiddie. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Back to Dinwiddie. A floater. Yep, that one goes in there.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. Portland with a new 14. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Claxton with the bucket.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Again, McCollum missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Stolen by Harden. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes. Sailing in. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here's Harden for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Covington. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Harden surveying the D. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Jones with the stuff. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Harden against Jones. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Jeff Green on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard way outside. It's good from long range. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. 20 seconds left now here in the second. Here's KD. No good, unable to end this run.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Powell. From the stripe. Kept alive.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And so, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Anthony out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2 guard. Nobody near Irving. Offensive rebound, Nets. Durant finds Irving. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 6. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Durant. Irving from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Irving. Out to Anthony. 3-pointer, Lillard. Hollis-Jefferson in the post. Harris is there. It's tipped. Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant. The fast break opportunity. Basket counts. He's got 6.
Man, it's so impressive the way Durant gets that floater off so fast. I mean, at nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like quickness, that should almost be outlawed.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and Jordan sends it back. Brown the pass to KD for the lead. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Jordan. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Irving against Lillard. Harris outside. Lets it go from deep. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Sinks the three-pointer. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one, and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good, Irving.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. 6 to shoot. The pass to Pop. Stolen by Durant. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Brown missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 10. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the feed to Harden. Seconds left, and it's good on the way in. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Jones against Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under him.
And the basket by McCollum.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now Dinwiddie. It's deflected.
and really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Jones against Harden. Inside, the shake. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, you got to admire the precise passing of Harden. All he needs is a little crack to thread the needle.
Cullen passes to Simons. Cantor with it. Pass to Simons. Back to Cantor. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Cantor. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Harden outside. Here's Simons. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Zach Collins checked in for Enes Kanter. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for McCollum. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Portland also making some changes. Cantor, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Jones comes in for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. Now here's McCollum. "13 feet away, and he connects with the jumper." McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Irving on target from 13 feet.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
3-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Trailblazers leading by 10. And here's McCollum. And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. To the right side. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-pointer, no good. And here's Brooklyn. 8-point game. Durant, the pass to Harris. Lets it go. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
They double-team McCollum. Lillard outside. Deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Right side Durant from outside the arc. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small 4. And for the Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Brown in a shooting guard. Now, here is Irving. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Outside Durant, a 3-ball. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Irving passes to KD. Plenty of space. That one a little long.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Holiday. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Irving. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Irving. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Here's Lopez. Tries again, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist from Lopez.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
On the wing, Brown. The 9-foot shot, and that's off the glass and in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Harris misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Teague's checked in.
Well, Brook Lopez demonstrating his abilities as a passer. This is a team player with very unselfish instincts.
It's the Nets now after the basket by Milwaukee. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Bucks leading by 4. Passes to Antetokounmpo, and he'll shoot for. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Harden the pass to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. It'll count. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Green, then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Teague against Dinwiddie. Green with the block. Oh, Griffin in position, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Again, the Nets for two. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Connaughton. Kicks to Tucker. The dish to Teague. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Pass to Griffin. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Teague, and the layup's good off the glass. Teague's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Green. Harden right side. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin finds Harden. Steps back and shoots, and that's good for 2.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Teague surveying the D. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Claxton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For Brooklyn, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Irving passes to Jordan. 11 feet away. The shot by KD. No good. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Forbes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Brown outside. Jordan the pass to Durant. All alone. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Out to the right wing, to the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Left side, Jordan. KD against Giannis. Ball's knocked loose. The kick out to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Doesn't go that time. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts on the... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
And here is Irving. Outside, KD. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Durant's got 5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Irving against Holiday. Lopez, no luck.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. The shot's good. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Holiday with it. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Bucket is good. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Harris. Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Irving. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Free throw good. Giannis.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Irving attacking, count the basket.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Teague against Irving. Connaughton kicks to Teague. Lock at 6. Portis, the pass to Teague. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim, can GA take your breath away?
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. But none of it feels like an exaggeration. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Bucks leading by 5. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's the lob into the Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Bryn Forbes. Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. And the shot goes down. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Teague. Pass to Connaughton. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by the Nets. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harden has a wide open look. Griffin. And Griffin stays with it. And it's now only a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score. Attacking that offensive glass.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Teague can't hit. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Now Harden. 5 points in the game. For the lead. Nailed from three-point land. 8 points for him.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Holiday, the pass to Teague. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Launches it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Green in for Harris. Teague against Dinwiddie. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Outside for Griffin. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the triple. And the Bucks, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dinwiddie outside. Claxton the pass to Harden. And he slams it Down, right on. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Stolen by Durant. Here's Harden. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. He kicks it to Middleton. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now here's Durant. Lets the three fly. Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer. And it's good off the back rim and in. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday, he can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Harden bounce pass. Lopez with the block. Holiday surveying the floor. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the 3 off target.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Buries it from outside.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Giannis. Target. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, Luwawu is out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Durant. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Luwawu. Jordan inside. Ibaka on him. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Here's Morris outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Leonard missing. KD looking around. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
They get it again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Outside, George. A 3 from Morris. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots, misses the 3. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's George, and he banks in the layup.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Outside Irving. Durant kicks to Irving. Fires, high post, and he hits the jump shot.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Here's George. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Morris outside, shoots over KD. Stolen by Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Out to Ibaka. Morris outside. Ibaka wide open. He fires. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Now the pass to Llewellyn. He feeds it to Green. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A step back shot here. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Green. Durant's got 6.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Out to Ibaka. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here is Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Irving. Harris outside. Shoots over Leonard. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris outside. It's stolen by Green. Here's Irving. Yep, it counts. Irving's got his second bucket.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
George against Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Here's Harden. Oh, my goodness, with no time left left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Kent?
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
That's really hard on it.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Pass to Leonard. Puts up a three. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Dinwiddie drives in. Dishes to Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
In the corner, Kennard with it. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Griffin dishes to Green. Down low. Leonard with the steal. Beverly with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And that one's good. Beverly.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Harden against Kennard. It's Dinwiddie, top of the key. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 7. Claxton, no good. Clippers trail by 3. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Feeds to Leonard. It's hauled in by Claxton.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Clippers also changing it up. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And it's intriguing. Early on, critics questioned DeAndre's commitment to the game. But boy, has he answered them back.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Jackson. Passes it to Mann. There's the feed to Ibaka. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Irving against Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. And the basket is good. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Kyrie scores so easily. He could lead this league in scoring one day.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And here's Harris from the arc. From past the arc. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
The shot by George, no good. Durant way outside. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. That's all for now. Say good.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shoots the 3. Morris with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
George passes to Morris. Here's Beverly. Oh, Morris in position and stolen by Jordan. Out to Harris. No one near him. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 6.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
It's George on the wing. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Right wing. The pass to Jordan. High post, KD. Morris is there. Jordan kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Durant against Morris. And the shot is good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Brown is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Ibaka for three. The shot misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Now here's Dinwiddie. Defense is right there. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. Man passes to Kennard. Left side Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ibaka's got 8 points.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Harden finds Dinwiddie. There's 1:17 left in the third. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dinwiddie's got the lead, back up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And the basket by Jackson.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Fires the three. Morris with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Nets leading by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden outside. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Morris, no good. Harden surveying the D. Launches a three. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. On a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The net shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
For three, Harris. The putback. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. And Leonard gets it to go.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. And right on target. Good. And the Nets lead by 8.
He is able to create his shot at will. Kyrie is fun to watch.
George passes to Morris. Stolen by Durant. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Put it up anywhere. DeAndre Jordan can go get it.
Outside, George. Ibaka outside. Harris against Beverly. And here's Leonard from 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Beverly. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. The shot by George, no good. Brooklyn leading by 10. Outside, Green. Irving against Beverly. Irving double team. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And so they choose to intentionally foul. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And George, here we go. It's good.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Beverly against Irving. Outside, KD. Lets a floater go. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Irving from long range. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Clippers trail by 13. Nobody near George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Nets have gone 4-7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. Pass to Luau. Jacks up a 3. On its way from Irving for 2. Jordan kicks to Luau Cabarro. The kick out to Irving. And Durant puts up a deep 3. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. From deep. And Paul George, good for the 3.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Jordan.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the Nets miss again.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups. Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Irving passes to KD. Back to Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre. Then there's Irving. And it's Green. And it's Brown in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Collins in at the 3, the small forward.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anthony dishes to Powell. Lillard against Brown. The 19-foot shot. Collins wide open. He fires. Here's Nurkic. Fires the 3. Tips it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
So you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic. I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
KD against Anthony. Goes up from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Powell. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Irving against Lillard. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Elbow shot is on the way. Anthony's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving drives in. That one good for 2.
Almost impossible to stop on the driving times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
There's the pass to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taking 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now, here's Lillard. Over Irving. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
And staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here is Irving. Outside Durant. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Irving. Brown outside. Here's Green. Good work there as it goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Powell with it. To the wing right side. Lillard from outside. Jordan with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Offensive rebound. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Irving for 3. They get it back. Outside for KD. Over Anthony. Right side Durant. And another shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Trailblazers trail by 3. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Lillard.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Outside, KD. Takes the 3. That doesn't go either for KD.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
The shot's good from Irving.
And Irving is a handful in the pick and roll. He has exceptional quickness, and he's a terrific decision maker.
It's all tied in Portland. And back with the start of the second quarter in just. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
We've got Robert Covington, also Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there. Cohen is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Man, I'll tell you. Harden always seemed to attract the crowd, but that doesn't stop him from making a play.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality. in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
There's the triple. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Here's McCollum. Here's Cantor. Pass to Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And look at Cantor rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Now Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Jones checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie right side. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And here's McCollum for 3. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
At the line for 2. That's good from Cantor. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Green in for Harris. And Cantor drops them both.
And working Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. Shots good by Green. Green's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's McCollum. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Cans the shot from the wing.
How about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Green up on top. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Claxton no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Covington passes to Cantor. Takes it out to Covington. Here's McCollum. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around. He could have attacked the basket.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the wide open shot from Green. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Simons. And he dunks it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Harden. No good there with this step-back J. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the team. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. Took him no time at all on that one. KD's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A 15-footer, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 8 points.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
And there's the pass to Jordan, and here is Durant. Harris kicks to Irving. To the paint, here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Count that bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Outside Durant. Back to Irving. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Jones. Harris's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Lillard against Irving. And Lillard kicks the foul. Outside Anthony from the arc, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. And Lillard throws it down.
It's great watching Lillard go after steals, showing he can take over possessions all by himself.
Irving looking for an opening. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 6 points.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. The 3. Lillard misses.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Back to Irving. Harris outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Jordan with it. Lillard picks him up to the inside. And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch Armstrong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Lillard misses.
Well, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Jordan. KD's got 8 points here in this quarter. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard from deep three-point land. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Irving way outside. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Good on the bucket.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding and getting to his spots and converting.
Nets leading by 12. And here is Irving. He has 6. Jordan kicks to Harris. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nurkic can't hit. Brown the pass to KD. Fires for 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Inside, Kanter kicks it out to McCollum. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Harden way outside. They grab their own miss. From deep 3-point range. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Simons. Dishes it to McCollum. No good on the 3.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Harden way outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip end.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good on the shot.
I think McCullough's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Harden outside. Another miss by Harden.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as
a team. A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Brooklyn leading by 14. Harden inside the 3-point line. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Hollis Jefferson. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Harden with it. From deep. Another miss by Harden.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And McCollum with the slam.
Well, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels in leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. It's stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Durant with it, now defended by McCollum. Irving with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 12. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. Simons, the pass to McCollum. From the corner. And he overshot that one, missing. Nets leading by 12. Harden outside. Let's keep it alive. The kick out to Irving. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Harden outside. The 3. From downtown. KD on the wing. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's McCollum for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got it back down to within single digits for Portland. On the wing, Harden. The offensive rebound. Here's the 3. No good.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Jones.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
McCollum against Harden. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime. He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
Harden against McCollum. For 3. Harden missing again. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Trifecta.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And here's Holiday. Giannis outside. Middleton finds Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Stolen by Middleton. Down low. Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
And here are the Nets. And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here is Holiday. Lopez outside. Right side, Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. That one goes in.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Now here's Irving. Jordan with it. Passes it to KD. Over Giannis. Jordan trying to free himself up. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Bobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Outside Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here's KD for 3. Durant's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Holiday. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Giannis inside. KD's on him.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Irving dishes to Green. Up top, Brown. Back to Green. This one for three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over Durant. Releases from the wing and drills it.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Brown outside. Back to Irving. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot's good from Jordan.
I love the confidence from Jordan. All of his shots are going to come from the paint, so he should be confident, and he's got the ball there.
16 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Holiday. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Green. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And earlier, we checked in with Giannis.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Nets with the lead. Al Harden. And the pass to Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Harris. Dinwiddie against Teague. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Teague, the pass to Tucker. Portis trying to free himself. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Got a piece of it. For three, Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Jeff Teague.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Harris. The tray. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 2.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Middleton outside. Jordan against Portis. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Harden. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Connaughton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Over to the wing. Pass to Forbes. Will it go? Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 6. Harris passes to Claxton. To the paint. Harden kicks to Dinwiddie. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Green in for Joe Harris. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo kicks it to Tucker. Back to Antetokounmpo. Green with the block. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Brown is checked in for Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
KD looking around. To the inside. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Brown. And there's Green. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. 5 on the clock. And it's Brown missing. And Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 8-point game. Count that one. Holiday's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bucks. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 6.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Irving against Holiday. Outside Irving. Over Holiday. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Passes it to Green. And here is Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They kick it out to Green. Back to Irving. Shoots from the baseline. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The pass to Forbes. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 6. Harden way outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 7.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Pass to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Harden outside. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Inside shot. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Harden. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. DiVincenzo with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Here's Middleton. Second chance shot. Nice move. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dinwiddie. Harden surveying the D. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
T. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Durant against Giannis. Shoots off the step back. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Oh, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Bucks trail by 12. And Forbes gets to Holiday. Off target from outside. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Harris finds Irving. Lets it fly. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
KD defines efficient catch-and-shoot players. Perfectly timed there. Great rhythm off the pass.
Holiday dishes to Forbes. Holiday against Irving. The feed to Lopez. Pass to Forbes. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As soon as Teague gets inside, he really forces the issue right there, getting a foul as a result.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Bucks trail by 12. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here is Harden. Back to Irving. Over Holiday. A nice shot by Irving.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Bucks trail by 10. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Now Irving. Passes to KD. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Irving passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Kevin Durant not only feels like he can score from everywhere, he does. So when he's that close, just count it.
To the middle. Lopez outside. Stolen by Harden. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead. Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that? That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
36 seconds left in the 4th. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
The deep three from Harden. And it's off from three-point range. Now the Bucks moving it up. The three for DiVincenzo. The rebound by the Nets. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Teague with a clean look. No good. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. They've got Luwawu. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ibaka is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Green finds Irving. Back to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. From 7. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's Irving. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And that was a strong pick. Ammonia strong by Ibaka.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Takes the 3. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Inside, Jordan. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Now, here is George. 2 free throws come. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Makes it off the glass.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Irving dishes to Durant. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Here's George. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Durant down low. Covered by Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Ring shot on the way. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. KD's got his second basket of the game. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Beverly against Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Here's Ibaka from down in the low post. It goes.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Irving passes to KD. The three. No good on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And the wide open shot from Morris. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Irving with it. Right side, Kevin Durant. Passes it to Llewellyn. Outside, Green. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition. Times it perfectly and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Dinwiddie right side. Basket good.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Brown. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. No good, shot missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
In the corner, Kennard with it. A shot off that time, and Brooklyn will come the other way. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Harris passes to Claxton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Claxton's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. Jackson looking it over. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. There's the three. They get the rebound, and Griffin stays with it. And the Nets lead by 2.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Jackson has the open look.
You got it. Come on, come on.
But they'll get another chance. Leonard on the wing. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Harden has a wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Griffin passes to Claxton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On its way from Irving for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 6 points.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
Here's George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Outside, Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
And George, here we go. Here's Ibaka. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Clock at 4, and the dunk by Jordan.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Here's Beverly, and it's Durant with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 5. On its way from Ibaka for 2. Money from the wing.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot, paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Outside, KD. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. And that
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Clippers trail by 5. Up the floor, stolen by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Those long arms of Durant helping on the break there. KD still got it all started there.
And Beverly kicks to George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. No good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Offensive rebound. Jordan launches a 3. It's Durant on the wing. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Irving passes to KD. Over Morris. Again, the Nets for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Paul George.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Beverly against Irving. Outside, Green. From 13. Jordan kicks to Irving. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
George with no one around. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Irving. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. There's Luwawu. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Beverly. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Here's George, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, one of the things Paul George, PG, has done is improve his ball handling, and as a result, defenders are nervous when he's handling the ball and getting up into a shot.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn leading by 5. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden. Often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Nets.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's Jackson with the 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is. But no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. First one falls for. Leonard hits them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Ball stolen. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Brooklyn. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by the Nets. Now Kevin Durant fires the 3. They get it back. Green kicks to Durant. Pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Durant. Puts up a 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Brown. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And here's Harden for 3. Offensive rebound, Nets.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And Harden has the ultimate green light. I mean, it's uber green, including launching from outside of the state.
Leonard the pass to Kennard. And the Clippers miss again.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Griffin. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going over.
Oh, what a dunk! And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Now here is Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 10.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Ibaka, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's stolen by Morris. George passes to Ibaka. Here's Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Inside. Jordan kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Beverly, and Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Leonard, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Durant for 3. Drills it from outside. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Durant just inside the line, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Claxton the pass to Harden. Latrey. Out to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. Harden outside. The 3 ball. The Clippers grab the miss. There's 38 seconds left in the game. And here's George for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Baca against Irving. Out to Harris. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great